Howdy, folks. I'm Ray Benson of Asleep at the Wheel down here in Austin, Texas, and I just want to wish Ramona Reed a congratulations on getting into the Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame. Quite an achievement. I just want to congratulate you, Ramona. What a great achievement. What a great singer you are, and congratulations.
I'm just a yodeling cowboy.
It's not too long after this picture is taken that the daughter of Ben and Marie Reed begins singing along with their parents' favorite recording of the Yodeling Cowboy, and soon does it perfectly without the record. She's raised on a ranch near Tallahena, Oklahoma, and by the time she's 13, Ramona June Reed is sure she can sing. However, she wants to improve. St. Louis voice coach Louise Kreger advises her not to take formal vocal training, saying it could dull her natural talent to perform the country and western music she loves so much. During her high school years, Ramona performs throughout southeast Oklahoma and even has her own weekly radio show on McAllister's KTMC, accompanied on piano by Nellie Underwood. After graduation, Ramona goes to Colorado Women's College. She performs at school events and rodeos, but she dreams of something bigger. At the age of 17, armed with some live local radio experience and a lifetime of effortless singing, Ramona convinces her mother to take the bus ride to Nashville to audition for her dream job, the Grand Ole Opry. With no appointment and dressed in her Western attire, Ramona shows up at 10:30 a.m. and within 5 minutes, she auditions for WSM program director Jack Stapp. He is so impressed by her talent and beauty that he wants her to perform on the Noontime Neighbors program that very day. In less than 2 hours from walking into the radio station, she was on the air. Ramona performed so well, Stapp asked her to perform again the following day on the Noontime Neighbors program and a special performance on the Grand Ole Opry that Saturday night. Ramona wows audiences at WSM and on the Grand Ole Opry. However, at the age of 17, Jack Stapp is concerned she is too young to endure a rigorous travel schedule. He advises Ramona to return to college for another year and come back next summer. She returns to school at Denver and begins looking for the next big opportunity. She finds it when she discovers the American Idol of the day, Ted Mack's Original Amateur Hour, will be holding auditions in the area. Out of thousands of contestants and several rounds of auditions, Ramona makes the final cut and lands a spot with the top 25 to perform on national radio. Out of those 25, Ramona places in the top 5. Here she is performing for her friends and fans in the dorm after coming home from the award-winning night on the Amateur Hour. She gathers the momentum from the success and persuades her mother to take the bus ride with her again to Nashville for another shot at the big time. Still amazed at Ramona's talent and charm, Jack Stapp offers her a job at the Opry as Martha White, representing Opry sponsor Martha White Flour. Ramona is very concerned about losing her identity and is allowed to remain backstage with the likes of Hank Williams Sr., Minnie Pearl, Roy Acuff, and Ernest Tubb. In the fall of 1949, Ramona ultimately accepts the full-time job as Martha White and is thrust into a rigorous schedule that places her with more of the most recognized performers in the country. As the spokesperson for Martha White Flour, Ramona begins to feel the effect of many extra appearances beyond the Opry stage as Martha White. Her identity as Ramona Reed is beginning to blur. She says, "If I'm going to make it in the singing business, I want to make it as myself." In the summer of 1950, Ramona returns to Tallahena and sees the growing excitement taking place to the south in Dallas, Texas, where television is beginning to play its role. Stars like Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys are settling in and enjoying lots of success in the Dallas area. She appears on the Big D Jamboree radio show.
We'd like to get her up on our network show now. Her name is Ramona Reed.
I'm thinking tonight how the moon shines bright of the boy that I adore. But he won't have me, that is plain to see, and it hurts me more and more.
But timing, luck, and car trouble sometimes work together. Ramona rides in the parade celebrating the opening of the new Bob Wills ranch house. She experiences temporary car trouble with her new convertible, and she finishes the parade on a stagecoach with some of the Texas Playboys. Later that evening at the Bob Wills Ranch House grand opening, Ramona hears Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys performing live. She realizes that she has to be up there singing. Ramona soon lands an audition with Bob Wills. He hears nearly all of Ramona's repertoire during the performance, and toward the end, she takes off her shoes to relieve some of the strain. A move she claims to this day helps boost her performance. Bob loves a good yodeler and is sure Ramona is right for the job. She joins the band in November 1950 and begins her life of shows all across the country, including Hollywood, the Bob Wills Ranch House, radio shows, television shows, road shows, and in the recording studio.
Come in here, Ramona. Let's hear you sing. Yeah.
I want my heart to be free. I don't want sympathy. I'm tired of
She records a rare duet with Bob Wills, Little Girl, Little Girl. She also records the memorable I Want to Be a Cowboy Sweetheart, which was a hit for one of her influences, Patsy Montana. Ramona meets Patsy years later at a reunion, and the two become friends. Everywhere she performs, fans confirm what Bob Wills meant when he said Ramona looks and sounds exactly like the female singer he had always envisioned.
Oh, bet you my heart I love you, Ramona.
In 1952, Ramona takes leave to go home to see her brother Sherman off to duty in Korea. During the homecoming, she meets and falls in love with a returning Korean War veteran, First Lieutenant Jim Blair. Ramona and Jim marry in September 1952 and have the first of 4 children in 1954. Ramona realizes her priorities and turns all her attention on taking care of her family. Aside from a few rare appearances, it is 12 years before she sings with Wills again on a regular basis. As she comes out of retirement, her voice continues to add freshness to the Bob Wills sound at appearances all over the country, including a special performance at the 1965 Academy of Country Music Awards show. In 1967, she records 2 songs on his Here's That Man Again album. In 1984, Ramona works with Johnny Gimble and some of the Texas Playboys on a gospel album, Western Swing Giants. Ramona still performs with the Playboys at tribute events that have included Asleep at the Wheel and Oklahoma Music Hall of Famer Tommy Alsop. Here she is at the Oklahoma Capitol Rotunda, performing with Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame fiddler Byron Berline and her son Jim Paul Blair on guitar. Ramona is honored by many music associations for her pioneering contributions, outstanding dedication, and devotion in preserving traditional Western swing music. As a woman who paved the way for other female artists, she has served on the board of the State of Oklahoma's Commission on the Status of Women. And tonight, Ramona Reed, we welcome you into the Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame.